be going just. We'll see if their luck changes tonight.
For next year, you want to improve. Every day you're on the court, you want to improve. But you also want to put a good product on for the fans. So you want to have the fans believing next year could be your year as well.
Well, I'm not as nice as Kenny. I want to win now. So the first thing I would do, I got to evaluate the coaching staff. And then I got to decide which players I want back. We're not making the playoffs. Well, I'm not paying any people.
Wow, that'll do it. Both teams ready for tip. We send it to Kevin Harlan and the crew.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Our national anthem performer, Linda Lind, and we're getting ready to go. It's the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. Thunder making a quick stop here in front of their home crowd of Oklahoma City. Just one game before heading back out on the road. We won't be seeing Gary Harris injured. He will not be suiting up.
Boy, what a tough break for this team. I mean, his injury is going to cost him the regular season, and it looks like he won't be able to be available for the playoffs either.
And with
I wonder who we
the
versing,
coming to
though.
an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off.
When we versing the
First
Golden
up, let's
State
get a report from the
Warriors, man,
sidelines.
it's
Say
gonna
hello
be
to
a
David
wrap.
Aldridge.
Because what I mean by a wrap,
Well, guys, Paul Millsap
Once
has become one of the
we play
best NBA
defense,
big men when it comes to getting steals.
we gotta keep
Millsap
on
says
playing
when you're
defense
6'8" going up against
and hold
guys
it
that are
all the
7
way to the
feet,
fourth
you're
quarter.
not going to be able to block their shot
But if
every
we
time.
can't, we just gotta let
Get
them
down low when they
score.
bring it down.
If we
It's all
don't
about
let
being
them
smart and using
score
what you have.
and play
Kevin?
defense, you know what I
Thank
mean,
you,
though.
DA. And Millsap is as
We have
crazy as
to
it gets
play
on
defense
one of the
and
most
pass the ball.
underrated players in the game.
Not pass the
He
ball,
bring
but
two
like
on
share the
defensive
ball.
teams tonight. Premier stoppers on both sides. You're a former scorer. You like a game like this. What
Hopefully
do
we
you
don't
have to do
verse
to
the
get
Golden
your
State
points? The
Warriors.
challenge of scoring.
But I
Some
doubt
of
it
the
because
great
we
scorers
are
in
going
our
versus the
league,
Golden
Kevin,
State
do a
Warriors
great job
because
of
they're the
realizing
second
when a
team
team has
in the
put itself
playoffs.
in a team foul situation where they can get to the free throw line. So as that happens, great scorers might put more pressure on the defense to force foul calling. Then you go and get some of those freebies. That can loosen up a few things, especially if your defensive stopper suffers through some foul trouble.
And it's always great as a scorer to figure out how you're going to attack him, even though maybe an initial roadblock or slowing you down. But you get so much more out of it when you think around the problem and figure it out and get that angle you want.
And how about as a scorer sometimes, Kevin, putting that aside and playing the game within the game and helping your teammates, maybe getting a few more open looks as the attention is drawn to you. Maybe you do your damage a little more subtly, and that's with ball movement, setting up your teammates.
Great point. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So out there for the Nuggets right now. Down low, it's Millsap and Jokic. Murray out there with Moutier, and it's Chandler in at the small forward position. Grant kicks to Harris. Oklahoma City moving it around. He dishes it to Patterson. Here's Roberson. He's covered by Murray. Clock at 4. Roberson the pass to Patterson. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, passing is something he does very well, especially when it comes to leading his man to the right spot.
Passes it to Jokic. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Steven Adams picks one up.
At 6'10", 250 pounds. That's a big man out there, and he uses his size to draw the contact there. Nice job by Jokic.
Well, Brett, there are a lot of great passers in the NBA at that starting center position. Seems like it's something that is more and more valued these days, but the best of the bunch might be Jokic. Some people feel great passer and vision.
Yeah, incredible the way that the offense last year transitioned around such a young and relatively unproven player at that position, but he can pass over the top. When he gets it on the block, he'll play at the top of the key. And I love how the guys around him are encouraged to cut when he has the basketball.
And last season, how about the jump to true stardom that Jokic was able to make? There was a stretch where every game he just looked more and more incredible. Truly gave this team, I think, a franchise player in the blink of an eye.
He's perfect from the line this time. And for so many fans, Greg, of Jokic, it wasn't a surprise to see his play blossom last season.
And boy, did he. Jokic is so skilled for a big man, having played point guard growing up. Still very young and looks to be a star for a long time.
Grant's always looking for those seams, so when he finds one, he'll rip right into it, like his aggressiveness there.
Murray dishes to Millsap. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Millsap.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Harris with it. 11 points last game. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Chandler.
DJ wants to be at the center of everything that this team does, whether it's behind the tables or on the court. This guy's itching for a scratch.
First trip to the line for him here. Free throw good, DJ. And Harris drops them both. Brett, you don't think of the Nuggets as being a especially good outside shooting team.
Well, I think for them, Kevin, a lot of the guys who they are hoping can shoot the ball develop into more consistent shooters. Jamal Murray is talked about with the Denver Nuggets as having one of the more sweeter shooting strokes, and Gary Harris continues to work on it. So making a conscious effort to improve not just the shots and the makes, but maybe the shot selection of this young ball club.
Moutier kicks to Millsap. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. The Thunder with the lead. Grant outside. Chandler with the steal. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Thunder with the rebound. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Yeah, and in a hostile environment, they did not rise to the occasion, especially on the defensive side.
Yeah, it felt like they were teenagers during the summer. Low levels of activity, allowed too many good looks. Just not their night.
Oberson, an amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Well, I like watching Robertson get involved in the offense, especially when he gets down there. Nice soft touch down on the inside.
Moutier kicks to Murray beyond the arc. The rebound by Grant. The Thunder leading by 4. Feet away, Millsap grabs the miss. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Now here's Murray. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Toronto. Just 5 on the clock. 3. The Nuggets with another miss. The Thunder have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And the shot no good, a bit short. The Nuggets trail by 4. Millsap kicks to Moutier. Kept alive. Here's Chandler. Some solid defense from Grant.
Oh, and the D did not make that any easier. Can't fault the shooter for missing. That's a tough shot.
DJ passes to Roberson. Patterson dishes to Robertson. Traps in the tray. Roberson's got 5.
There's no doubt that each year he gets a little better and more comfortable from beyond the arc. That helps Robertson stay on the floor for more minutes.
Jeremy Grant, a member of the great Grant family line that has had so many NBA players.
Well, I played with his uncle Horace in Seattle, and the thing that I like about Grant is there's just nothing in terms of nonsense when he has the ball. Straight line drives right to the rim, and he's coming down hard around the rim.
And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Ennis Cantor's checked in for Steven Adams. Eustace comes in for Patrick Patterson. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Grant. That's Felton in for Roberson. And then for Denver, Plumlee, he's checked in for Jokic. Fareed comes in for Wilson Chandler. And Barton subbed in for Moutier. Now here's Millsap, and it's good for 2.
The contact's certainly there, but Millsap just too big and too strong on those type of plays.
Harris kicks to Felton, out to the wing. McDermott passes to Cantor. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And here's Barton. 9 points last game out. Millsap dishes to Fareed. Back to Millsap. To the inside. Shot from 12. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I like seeing Millsap there going hard for the offensive glass and then getting the easy putback.
Here's Felton. He feeds it to McDermott. Cantor against Plumlee. Lets it go from the wing. And Ennis Cantor again. Cantor's got his second bucket tonight.
Good touch on the jumper, especially from mid-range. Cantor hits a high percentage of those shots.
And so it's Oklahoma City heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a moment now to hear from Steven Adams as he reflects back on a life growing up as the youngest of 18 children back in New Zealand.
So, like, the youngest over there has to do everything, like all chores, pretty much 18 years of being rookie. That's pretty much all it is, and people just beat you up for no reason.
Hard to imagine growing up in such a huge family, but it sounds like maybe it prepared him for life in the NBA.
Yeah, I'd say it might have toughened him up a little bit, that's for sure. Wow, 18? That is mind-boggling.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
I mean, through that first quarter, to me, it's all about their D.
There's a lot of ways to build a lead. This one's built on stops.
They've got Felton. Ennis Cantor is out there with Eustace, and it's McDermott, and it's Abrinas in at the 2. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Hey, Brett, as we move toward a more positionless league, versatility obviously is such a key. Who do you think are some of the more versatile centers in the game right now?
Well, I'm not going to put them in any particular order, but Anthony Davis playing a little bit more of the 5 is certainly a nightmare matchup. He's expanded his range to be able to shoot threes. Kristaps Porzingis represents basketball's version of a unicorn. Nobody knows what to make of that guy. DeMarcus Cousins, we see Karl Anthony Towns exploring his game in Minnesota and the versatility he has as a passing big that can shoot from range. And Joel Embiid in Philadelphia is raising all kinds of eyebrows, Kevin. I've just never seen somebody with that kind of size and that kind of mobility have such a soft touch from the three-point line. So the new evolutionized 5 position and revolutionized 5 position is in good shape.
That's a great list. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Emmanuel Mudiay spent a year in China prior to the NBA rather than playing in college. A lot of people respect what he did while he was over there. He said, being in a foreign country, everything is different. It made me mentally strong. Now in the NBA, he said, you got to have confidence because every point guard in this league can play. You got to keep that edge and be prepared at all times. Evan?
Thanks, David. Mental fortitude is critical, especially when you're a young player in this league. Now here's Plumlee after Ennis Cancer's miss. And Fareed kicks to Barton. And the pass to Lyles. There's the dish to Murray. Plumlee sets the pick for Murray. The offensive rebound. Here's Plumlee. No good, not a friendly rim at all this trip down. The Thunder leading by 3. Felton the pass to Abrines. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to go on Will Barton.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
When you're playing from behind, you cannot let your opponent have things that are that easy. And that was easy.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Adams, he's checked in for Josh Eustace. And Ferguson subbed in for Doug McDermott. The Nuggets trail by 6. Jokic with the screen on Felton. Mudiay kicks to Chandler. Trying to find Chandler. He's got it now. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Two shots.
And the first one at the line is good. A different look for Oklahoma City. Patterson comes in for Cancer. And Harris subbed in for Raymond Felton. And he makes the first, but misses the second. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Patterson, the screen. Now here is Harris, guarded closer. Pass to Abrines from outside the arc. That one doesn't drop. And the Nuggets going the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
And that was a game where you just sensed that they would get it going and somehow be able to come out with the victory, but just not in the cards on that night.
No, in the end, not even close to being in the cards. Maybe there was some hope for them early on, but by the fourth quarter, people filed out.
And here is Harris. Following Emmanuel Mudiay's 3. Shoots the 3. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. For Denver, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. There are a fair amount of explosive point guards in the league, and Mudiay is right up there with the best of them. Brent the league, just blow by a guy, rise up is incredible for a guard his size.
Yeah, Mudiay can cover a lot of space with just one dribble, so take up the ground that's being offered up to you by your defender. It's just tough to remain consistent with that kind of shot attempt night after night, over the top of defender and with contact. We'll see as he progresses how that goes.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Robertson's checked in. Mudiay with the basket.
Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
Now here is Harris. He averages about 5 points a game, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up, and the foul called on the Denver Nuggets.
Applying some pressure there and getting himself to the free throw line. DJ's aggressiveness is paying off with that foul call.
He throw good, DJ. Brent, you certainly grew up around basketball. Your dad was a legend. Your brothers certainly played at a very high level. What kind of advantage do you think that gave you, if any, as your career was progressing?
That's funny, Kevin. I can't get away from it. I'm sitting next to you now, and we're watching basketball. So
I know it. Here it is.
The advantage, I think, is just absorbing all of that stuff. Maybe on a subconscious level, that you're taking in everything about what the profession was going to represent for you, if in fact you got there. And thank goodness I did.
Well, I always sensed you had a very wide view. Your lens was always wide, capturing as much as you could get.
Yeah, it was like a 10 to 22 on any camera.
Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. The Thunder have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Pass to Ferguson. Screen by Adams. Here's Harris, and it's sent back by Jokic.
Deceptive reach from Jokic there, swatting that shot away, using those long arms.
5 on the clock. Harris, Adams. It's good on the putback. And the Thunder lead by 3.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Denver's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Millsap a screen. Moutier kicks to Millsap. Back to Moutier. Off target from three-point range. The Thunder leading by 3.
If they play it right, we're talking a 2-for-1.
Yeah, this is where it comes down to really good clock management, and you want to maximize each of your possessions. Got to give a ton of credit to the screener there. That was a perfect pick to give his teammate the space to knock down the shot.
Martin kicks to Millsap. Lets it go from the wing. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Brent's got his... And the third quarter about ready to get underway. DJ really making a difference here.
I'll tell you, the scoring he gave them in the first half really made the difference.
Well, the defense is paying attention to a lot of other guys. He's gotten some good looks, and he's done a great job of finishing those off.
And a bit of a bittersweet question for you, Brent. We know you spent so many years with the Sonics who eventually were uprooted and became this Thunder team. How badly would you like to see Seattle get a basketball team again?
I think it's the NBA's mission to get back to Seattle, and under Adam Silver, he's asked questions about the return to the Emerald City, and I think it's going to happen, Kevin. If it does, I'd love to be a part of what the organization does up there. I do miss the PNW. That's the Pacific Northwest.
So on the floor for Denver, Chandler at small forward with Millsap the 4. Emmanuel Moutier out there with Murray, and it's Jokic in at the 5. The Nuggets trail by 5. With the 3, Chandler, and it's DJ with the rebound.
Trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but thus far, not working.
Yeah, I hope it hasn't gone to his head. He may be trying too hard at this point.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Feeds to Murray. A 3. The rebound by Patterson.
They got to hope to turn it on soon. 1 of 4 so far. They know they got to be better.
Harris kicks to Roberson. Patterson, the screen. Back to Harris. Jumper off the screen. A shot, no good. Good work defensively by Millsap. It's rebounded by Oklahoma. Looking ahead to their next playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Puts it up from 12. It's deflected.
Iverson out there to play defense. He excels at getting off the ground so quickly to get the block.
And that one is good from DJ.
Yeah, what a nice play. Just a coaster by himself off of that steal.
And that
I play
brought to us by
defense,
Under
boy. I play
Under
defense,
Unleash Chaos.
boy.
One of the more exciting plays in basketball. Now, here's Moutier. He's got 8. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Now here's Murray. He's guarded closely. And the layup's good off the glass. Murray's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Murray, not much fear there as he gets amongst the trees, looking in control down low.
And first time out of the game called for Oklahoma City. Last game against the Nuggets, they lost in the Mile High City.
Just didn't like the energy level in that one, and that offensive execution also was lacking.
Well, they made a few shots, Reg, but just wildly inconsistent.
Thunder going with a whole new group out there. And then for Denver, Plumlee comes in for Jokic. And Kenneth Faried subbed in for Paul Millsap. Here's Cantor. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Cantor's got 8 points.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Cantor, a guy for the early part of his career in Utah, trying to find his niche or role into the league. And it wasn't until he moved to Oklahoma City where they decided to make him an impact player coming off the bench. And it's proven out to be a pretty good role for the young Turk.
Out to Chandler. And for Cantor coming off the bench, he certainly is a perfect fit in that role. Comes off and, Brent gives his team a go-to player for that.
It's Kevin.
Takes it to Murray. Screen by Faried. Now here's Murray. He's covered closely.
Yeah, tough with his shot so far off right now. They're going to have to tap someone else to step up until he finds it.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, on the defensive end, this is a joke. The lack of awareness is exactly why this team is so far behind.
Here's what Denver's going with right now.
What's up?
Trey Lyles checked in for Chandler. And it's Will Barton in for Emmanuel Mudiay. And the free throw, no good. And over the past decade, we've seen the creation of several super teams. How hard is it to manage the various egos and make sure the touches are the same, or at least they understand why the touches are being doled out the way they are?
I think the teams that have great management and great coaches that are in touch with these guys, Kevin, understand what type of player are you getting, doing your homework and understanding, are these guys at a situation in their careers where they're still needing to prove something, or are they ready to get down to the business of winning? If it's about winning, that ego goes out the door.
Here's Barton following the basket by Raymond Felton. The putback.
It's raining. That's why they let him
Here's
out.
Plumlee. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Enes Kanter.
Well, a former 5-star recruit won a championship in college. Plumlee still finding his way a little bit here in the pros.
For Denver, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. And the first one at the line is good. Ferguson's check in for Josh Eustace. That one misses. Well, one reason the Nuggets have the success they do on the offensive end is that this team is loaded with passers.
Yeah, and amazing that their best passer is their center in Jokic. That encourages so many guys, Kevin, to have energy to move without the basketball. Cut, get an opening, and all of a sudden the ball is in your hands. That unselfish play helped this Nugget team be one of the more devastating offensive rosters in the league.
Barton kicks to Lyles. Dishes to Plumlee.
Operating in traffic, I like that Plumlee was able to adjust to the situation and convert with a hand in his face.
Now, here's Felton. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. There's the pick. Abrinas the pass to Cantor. Over Plumlee, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Murray. And no good that time. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
Exert yourself by being disciplined and focused on the right stuff. All right, good job. Oh, go.
Words of praise from Billy Donovan asking them to stay locked in, make good choices.
Yeah, and when all five of these guys are on the same page, great things tend to happen. So let's see if that continues.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Patterson the 4 with Cantor in the middle. Andre Robertson out there with DJ, and it's Ferguson in at the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Now DJ following Will Barton's three-point attempt. Robertson can't hit.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Millsap kicks to Murray. Offline with his three.
Well, he's using the force, but in the worst way possible right now. He just needs to dial it back and look to work the ball around the floor to his teammates.
Here's Robertson. Passes it to Ferguson. And the three ball is good. Ferguson's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Oklahoma City. The Nuggets trail by 16. Murray kicks to Millsap. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. It's Chandler high post. 4 on the shot clock. Martin inside the line. And too long on the shot. Oklahoma City leading by 16. Now Harris to the left wing. Here's Ferguson. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
At least get a hand up. It's not too much to ask from a coaching staff. Just not intimidating defense at all on that possession.
Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to shoot their way out of the slump, and that didn't work. They got to go back and regroup.
Well, no matter how hard it's been, you want to stay positive, stay focused, and maybe a couple shots will get you right back in it.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Cantor. And it's Jeremy Grant in for Ferguson. And then for Denver, Jokic has checked in for Chandler. Chandler comes in for Kenneth Faried. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Barton.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. They're shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
Here's Robertson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Now here's Mudiay, guarded by Harris. And there's the pass to Murray. The basket good off the assist from Mudiay. 10 points for Jamal Murray.
Yeah, certainly an attitude change at halftime after sort of wandering around in the first. He's kicked it into gear here for the second frame.
Now, here's DJ. Hands the 12-footer. And the Thunder lead by 15.
And he's a smooth operator in the paint, and DJ making the most of the high percentage shot in tight.
Chandler dishes to Millsap. It's deflected. Here's Roberson. Patterson, the screen. On the wing, Harris. A baseline J. Millsap grabs the miss. Millsap's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Murray, no good.
Yeah, and something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Well, being aggressive is one thing, but aggression with control is another, and you need both elements working together.
Now here is Harris. That one misses. Good work defensively by Millsap. Fred against Chandler. He kicks it to Murray. Back to Chandler. Jokic sets the screen for Chandler. That's tipped. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. .146 left to play here in the fourth. Harris passes to Roberson. Roberson gets a screen from Harris, and Roberson kicks to Patterson. Count it, good.
Full speed ahead. I mean, they have been in control since the opening tip, and that may have sealed the deal.
I can imagine a lot of things right now, but a comeback, that's not one of them.
Greg, the one thing about Patrick Patterson out of Kentucky, he is a smart basketball player.
Yeah, he's not the best rebounder or shot blocker, but the advanced stats love him, and he gets the job done at both ends of the floor.
Denver making a switch here. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Jokic. Lyle comes in for Paul Millsap. Martin's checked in for Murray. And Nelson is subbed in for Emmanuel Mudiay.
One shot, gentlemen.
Patterson no good on the free throw.
And it's fair to say, Tyson Chandler, not the player he once was, but still a fantastic rebounder and eats up space and does everything you want from a big man.
Now here's Barton. Just 5 to shoot. Looking to end the drought. Up again. Ferguson with the rebound. The Thunder leading by 17.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Thunder.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And reaching an impressive milestone on the year, this will be win number 60. And guys, they have played so well this season, I think pretty much any given night, they've come in with that swagger and attitude, and they've really backed it up.
And on the season, this is going to be their third win in 4 games against this team.
Well, I think one of the keys that helped them tonight was the big-time performance for DJ.
He came in with a focus and brought that dominant performance to the defense all night long, controlling the pace of the game and was firing on all cylinders.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it, following the missed shot by Will Barton. Chandler with the ball. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers.
So tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for David Aldridge,
Alright, if you enjoyed the video, my name is Jaquavius Leonard Harris. Make sure you leave a like or comment. Please, please, please. It will really help me out to tell me that y'all be watching the videos. And thank you for everybody that's been participating. I appreciate it, but I have to go, so I'll catch you guys in the next video.